Hello, and welcome back to Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel. Last time, Kotomine took out Matsu, an assassin. I'm guessing he's not going to stick around too long, unless he made a deal. Oh, shit, I just thought that he could make a deal with Kotomine, couldn't he? He still had the command spell unused from the last war, didn't he? They mentioned that. I just remembered that. Oh. Well, that's quite a realization to start off with. And last time we were cornered by a shadow-enveloped Berserker. Time is stalled. Ilya is making her plea to the once dear comrade to her. And who knows, maybe it might just work. Ilya pleads the giant, but he doesn't even try to figure out who was talking before he swings his sword. Ilya! I run. I was flung about 10 meters. This distance is nothing. I'll definitely make it if I run. One breath. The blood, drugs, propellant running about my body are like a jet stream, and the igniting thought is like a flash of lightning. I step in. My body feels light. Time seems to stand still. I'll make it. I'll definitely make it, but even if I do, I couldn't do anything with the black key. I couldn't match him. So I search, retrieve, and create it. What can beat him? What can match him? It's clear. It can be nothing less than the swords he carries. I block it. Okay. Projection succeeds as a matter of course. Hey! Is the shroud still on? A crack runs from the axe sword I projected. At the same time. Well, it's not actually the real thing. Even the Unlimited Blade Works ones have imperfections compared to the original, right? I'm hit with a feedback that's almost strong enough to kill me. Punish me. Punishing me for using something forbidden. Yeah, I was about to say I'm pulling away. I'm sort of thinking, like, sure, the sword could withstand that sword, but it's not exactly being wielded. I don't think Berserker's power is all in the sword. I'm just saying. My axe sword shatters beneath his second attack, and my body slides across the ground like trash. Fading. My consciousness is fading. I can't think. I can't even think if I gather up everything. My left arm revolts. My blood overflows. The restraint is still on my left arm, but my intelligence is half lost and I feel a chill as though it'll never return. The ominous feeling will turn out to be true, and I'll start losing what I value the most. I'm enveloped by rushing wind. I'm enveloped by intense light. I lost it. I lost it amidst the agony. I can't find it even though I search. My mind turns into a grain of sand within this lost to everyone, drying up.
Shiro, しっかりして。ちゃんと自分を見つけなさい。
Is Berserker not going after you still? There's Ilya. I'm on the ground. I'm about 10 meters away from the black giant. His red glaring eyes are looking around, as if trying to find me. My consciousness returns! Thank you, Ilya. This is no time to be on the ground. My body still moves. The only external wounds are scratches from the tree branches. It's just pain. My tongue tries to gasp for air, and there isn't any oxygen in my body from all the running, so I want air. Well, maybe that's why I was losing my mind. My brain was dying. No oxygen. That's all. What's important is inside my body. I don't really want to know what the condition it is in, but I can still fight.
Ilya, 一旦離れるぞ。
What, are you gonna waste breath on talking? I grab Ilya's hand and stand up. My body's alright, but I need air. I have to get out of his range to regain my breath. Yeah, that's right. You remember the thing that's, fucked you up before with the whole oxygen thing? I'm pretty sure it was the running. I'm just saying. Right?
なんでシロ、自分がどうなってるか分かってるの？
I'm not sure I have time to figure out. Ilya pulls away as if denying my assistance. Something's wrong. Berserker's right behind her. I myself, my head's not working due to oxygen deprivation, and I can't think why Ilya might say such a thing.
イリア。
ごめんなさい。けど、もういいの。もういいから。シロ、一人で逃げて。
Oh, Emiya would never actually do that. Come on, you know him well enough. Ilya hangs her head. I can't think straight. So I get pissed off instead.
もうこんな時にまでダダこねるな。行くぞイリア。今はそんな場合じゃないだろう。
I pull her arm. Her small body, her desire to help me with that tiny body feels sacred.
何するのよシロ。もういいって言ってるじゃない。今ならまだ間に合うから。シロ、一人で逃げて。
I am quite convinced that we're probably we're past the point of no return. She hits at my head, and I ignore her.
黙ってろ。んなことできたらな。そもそもこんなところに来てないんだよ。
And I pull her close. Ilya's eyes ask me why. She's gotta be kidding me. I don't even need to explain myself.
理由なんてあるか。俺は勝手にイリアを守るだけだ。いいか、兄貴はな、妹を守るもんなんだよ。
はあ、バカじゃないの。私はシロの妹なんかじゃないもん。
In a technicality, one way or another, it doesn't really matter.
いいんだよ。一度でもお兄ちゃんなんて呼ばれたら、兄貴は兄貴だ。たとえ血が繋がってなくても、イリアは俺の妹だろ。
シロ。
It's the relationship you guys have, whatever the blood relation is. Technically. And the black giant turns to us.
走れ、来るぞ。
I can think later. For now, I have to get away from him as fast as possible. It's a bit strange. I'm pulling Ilya and running at a speed far beyond Emiya's road's capabilities. Excellent. I come out into familiar clearing. This ain't familiar. I don't remember anything like this. Ilya's the one breathing hard. I'm not out of breath, maybe because my body's numb. My lungs are burning from lack of air, but I'm not breathing, yes. Oh, great. Assumptions. I'm just like a corpse. Oh my goodness. My heart's gone on strike. Yeah.
大丈夫。走れるから。
Ilya's fingers are unnaturally hot. She's never the energy necessary to run. Her design didn't account for ordinary human exercise. I have a headache. A big ass headache. Knowledge I never knew flows into my mind. Thoughts are useless. I have to get away for now. The mad senseless giant is close on our heels. They're somehow widening the gap between us, but I can't hope for that speed again. My legs are shaking, and I calmly analyze that I can only run for about 10 more minutes. Ilya can't keep this up either. There's nothing here for us to hide behind, even if we wanted to. Well, Hiding wouldn't accomplish much since he can't really see anything.
閉めた。
He just destroyed the entire area, right? But we're fortunate. There's a crater. It's a scar on the earth made by Saber's noble phantasm. Really? Did that happen in this? Wait, what? Oh, this clearing. Oh, right. Okay. Got it. Okay. I forgot about that whole part.
イリア、こっちだ。
I take Neely's hand and jump into the crater. The trench easily holds 2 people. Oh my goodness, really? Is this the crater that technically saved the rest of Emiya before? And like his arm was slightly... I think it might be. From like the shadow exploding. I lean against the dirt. Raising my head for air, I see the sky. A small cut-out patch of sky, as if I'm looking up from the underground. I just focus on breathing. For a bit, I relax and rest my body. But it's only for an instant. The giant will not lose its prey. No matter where we run, it'll track us down and kill us. The suppressed voice from the girl beside me. Illy is frantically hugging herself so she won't be a burden on me. Huh. This is the end. We can't run away, and we can't take much more of this. I look down at my left arm. The sole weapon to overcome the situation is waiting for its release. I'll die. Kunimini said that this is the switch of a time bomb. I recall the pain. Using projection nearly broke me. I cannot imagine what the pain would be like if I released my arm. The firing hammer is always in my head. Untying the red cloth is the same as putting a gun to my mouth and pulling the trigger. Once I remove the cloth, the firing hammer will go down. My brain will splatter out the back of my head and everything will end there. I have to be determined. The answer's already there. I need to bring Ilya back and save Sakura. You know, I know we didn't physically dig this hole, but if ever there was a case where it just felt appropriate, where you dug your own grave, so let's just try to keep on digging deeper until we reach the other side. I know what that means. I have to protect Ilya, defeat the shadow, and remove it from Sakura. I wish for a miracle that I cannot hope to accomplish. And I am still wishing with all my might. I know it's a dream I cannot make true, but I've never even thought about giving up. Well, kill Sakura, end quote. Then I have to go. I have to save Sakura and Ilya. It's impossible. Sakura's facing death and only destruction awaits her. Someone said that it'll take a miracle to save her. That's right. Aid that's impossible with human powers. If I'm to perform a miracle that exceeds human capabilities, I'll need an appropriate compensation. I can't protect myself and someone else. If someone has to take Sakura's place in order to save her. The ground's trembling. I don't think she'd enjoy that though. I really think she might be against the whole premise, but you know. Dug this hole this deep, might as well keep digging, right? The embodiment of the storm is closing in.
外に出る。あいつを倒していいな、イリア。
She looks up in surprise. Ilya notices that my right hand is on my left arm.
ダメ、それだけはダメ。あーちゃんの腕を使ったら戻れなくなる。死ぬのよ。いいえ、死ぬ前に殺されるわ。シローが何も悪いことをしてないシローがそこまでする必要ない。
それはなんとか我慢する。死にそうになってもなんとか我慢するから、イリアは心配しなくていい。なあ、あと一つ訂正。俺だって悪いことぐらいしてきたぞ。
シロー。
じゃあ行ってくれ。 イリアはここで待っててくれ。
I pat her head and walk away. I get away from Ilya. I'm going to attract his attention and fight him head on. I have to get away from Ilya so she doesn't get involved in the fight.
来たな。
I place my hand on the knot by my shoulder. Oh my goodness. The knot by my wrist is tight. So if I'm going to take the cloth off, it'll have to be from up here. I just need to pull it all off after that. Oh my goodness, this is gonna... I guess maybe my body's adjusted enough that it won't be completely destroying me? Then I'll be assailed by a pain that's 10 times worse than all I've suffered until now. 10? That's optimistic. Kodamine said that it's a switch of a time bomb. The fuse will be lit once I take it off. I don't know if it'll explode in the next minute or the next day. All I know is that I cannot put out the fire once it's lit. My mouth goes dry. I take a drink of water. Because you know... that helps with dry mouth. I'm just saying this as a, doing as a YouTuber or whatever. Fear does not go away with determination. I'll just scream out of sheer dread. If I'll be sane or not. I'm scared myself. My death is only natural. I'll be killed even if I stay here. If I'm going to die, either way, I'll choose the method that'll keep me alive longer. So, there's only one thing I am scared of. And that is the possibility of losing my mind before my body dies. Will I be able to bear the pain? I might lose my sanity and forget about Ilya and Sakura. I might even forget about the promise to protect them. That is what I'm scared of. That's the only thing I am scared of. Yeah, Emiya, keep telling yourself that. That's why that is why I sealed it. I know I can't use this arm even if my life's at stake. Berserker's appearance isn't somebody else's business. I'll be like him if I give in to the pain and lose my mind. No, the fear will always be with me, so long as this arm exists. This arm's the embodiment of a nightmare that seeks to kill me. But why did I keep this arm in spite of that? Then cut it off. There's only one reason. This arm exists to be used. And he entrusted me with it because it will be needed. He said I'll be judged by myself. Ilya said I haven't done anything bad.
それで十分だ。
The atonement lies here. I betrayed myself and sacrificed many lives. There's something I can't give up, and that's why I continue to live. I put my hand on the red penalty. Live or die. I take a deep breath and rip the cloth. At that instant, the world crumbles apart. Blowing despair. A strong wind that's going faster than 100 meters per second. A fierce wind that doesn't allow the existence of living things, let alone allow one to stand up. Therefore, it is not a wind, it is steel. My body's crushed by the pressure. My eyeballs are squashed. My back sinks into the wall. I can't lift my hands or fingers. My blood flows backwards. My mind is bleached white. There's no pain. Feeling pain and enduring it are too human-like to happen here. I'm melting. I can't even groan in protest. There is nothing. I have no way to fight it off. I have to move forward, but I cannot move a finger. I'm melting into whiteness. My body and mind impassively crumble apart. Go forward. Why am I here? Keep going forward. For what am I here? Go to the other side. Why am I fighting? Pass through the winds and move forward. I'm disappearing. My body lost already, but I clench my teeth, not letting my mind lose. But my mind is disappearing. I won't make it. I can't move no matter how hard I try. I can't stay no matter how determined I am. I try to clench my right fist, my whole existence on the line. If I can, I'll be able to hang in there. If I can move any part of my body, I can use that to move forward. I can't move a finger, let alone make a fist. My left eyeball is crushed. A rush of wind ruptures my eardrums. My vision fades away. Within it, I see an unbelievable image. He's standing. He's standing in this wind. He's standing, walking to the other side, as if it's a matter of course. The wind of steel has no effect on him. He walks forward, his red coat billowing behind him. Strength is back in my jaws. I grit my teeth. My right hand is already in a fist. The Red Knight takes no notice of me. Set in a stern expression, his face is slightly turned away, showing no interest in me as the wind rushes to engulf me. For him, this result was expected. Amishro cannot stand against the wind. He knew there's no future for the man who betrayed himself and whispered something out of his reach. He's right. Crimes I've accumulated will judge me. When he...
ついてこれるか?
As if to scorn me. As if to believe in me. He's waiting for me to get there.
ついてこれるか、知らねえ。
My vision fires up. I force as much heat as I can into my body. My limbs cut through the wind like giant swords.
てめえの方こそついてきやがれ!
I pass the red figure with all my might. I step up onto the ground. The winds died down. There's about 30 meters to the Black Giant. It'll take him far less than 3 seconds to close this distance. Therefore, the outcome of this battle will be decided in the next 3 seconds. Also, he totally still has the... My mind's clear. I know the scope of my power. I can physically see it still on him. Did he just, like, rip off a little bit? A projection using a creation concept, basic structure, composition, production technique, growth experience, and accumulated years. A reality marvel that inverts the world engraved onto your soul. The embodiment of the mental world using theory of magic. The World Egg. Inheritance of battle technique experience and physical strength from Archer. Correction. Failed to read physical strength. I'll still be healed in one blow. Reality Marble. Unlimited blade works. He's not usable. Archer's world and mine are different. I cannot reproduce it. I can only reproduce what Emi Shiro has learned, or the noble phantasms he's recorded. If I am to use a noble phantasm for my left arm, I have to search within my unlimited blade works for the noble phantasm best suited for the situation and reproduce it. But be warned, projection is a two-edged sword. If you use it once, it will. I hold my breath and put all my magical energy into my left arm. I only need to understand the weapons I can use. I already know the precautions. I have to move forward. I have to go beyond that win and defeat myself.
Torres. Oh,
I stare at it. I see through his giant sword. I open my left hand and grasp the imaginary handle of the weapon that has yet to exist. An extraordinary weight. Emi Shiro cannot handle this giant sword. Or his giant motherfucking arm. But my left arm will definitely reproduce the strength of my enemy. Holy shit, his fucking arm! It was not okay. I guess it went back to its normal size as soon as it was like unravel. Whatever. It breaks. Part of my brain explodes. My bones break, not being able to withstand the overflowing magical energy. It's unsightly, like apple skin.
Ikuso.
There's no need to worry. The arm will reinforce the broken parts. I will give my undivided attention to killing him, for certain. He notices me. His hostility now has a focus. Excellent! What can he sense if he has all the senses fucked up? Recognizing my use of magic as a threat, his eyes move. They're like ominous stars. The giant keeps a death cry and runs to kill his enemy. Mad warrior. The giant is insane, but still the same. He is still fighting his battle against Saber. He's blind and insane. His life is ended twice over, and his body is rotting. But he's still fighting to protect Ilya. 1 second. The running giant won't stop with one blow, and normal projection is useless against him. Tracing will not do the trick. I can't beat the giant unless I use projection past my limits. Therefore...
Trigger. Off.
9 in my head. I use all 27 magic circuits in my head and smash it in one blow. 2 seconds. He's right before me. His massive sword is upraised. Torrent and swirling vigor. He steps forward, and I confront him by also stepping forward. Upper arm, collarbone, windpipe, temple, diaphragm, rib, testicles, and thigh. I take aim at the 8 targets. Did you really need to aim for the testicles? Not, just the joint and groin in general?
Set. 9 nights. Works.
I surpass the crashing speed of sound, using God's speed. He doesn't fall. His entire body's been thorn through by his own weapon. Berserker is still alive. I step forward. His weapon is in my left hand. I'm faster. I can land, finishing below before Berserker, who's missing an eighth of his body. I raise the giant sword up to his chest and thrust it like a lance. But I lost. I put all I had into it. I used every ounce of the unfair advantage I have, but it still was not enough. Berserker's attack draws near. It swung down with the hurricane. It swung down with hurricane force. I twist my body. I use all my abilities to evade his attack. I saw it coming, so I can dodge it. Berserker's attack only grazed my head. That will still kill me instantly. Even a grazing blow from that monstrous blade will be the end. A direct hit can even destroy the ground. Even a brush at the tip of the sword will scatter my head like tofu. And the giant sword comes crashing down. My vision freezes the instant my head is blown away. But the sword is swung with blinding speed. And is stopped with blinding speed. The death below never comes. What? The black giant is looking forward. Not at me. Who's under him? He's staring at the white girl who emerged from her cover. And I pierce him. Without hesitation or mercy, I drive the giant sword into his heart. There's no counterattack. You know, I was wondering from the start of this, it's like, yeah, he's gonna win this? Like, I'm vaguely remembering Archer versus Berserker back in the Fate route, and Archer proper wasn't able to beat him, even if he, was able to, really put up a really good fight and take away a lot of Berserker's lives. There's no counterattack. Berserker exhausts the last of his life force and crumbles to dust for good this time. I'm assuming he only had the one life left then. And at that moment, his red eyes fade away. And they remain focused on the girl, telling me to protect her. Okay, does Ilya have him now? Can he? Or does he automatically go back to Sakura? The battle ends in an instant. It really does end in one breath. The boy with trembling lips said he was going. He suppressed his fatigue and fear, put his hand on the red restraint and walked away from the girl. She went out to stop him. She hesitated for a second, wondering what she could say. She couldn't come up with anything, yet still followed after him. It wasn't even 10 seconds. But that slight hesitation determined the outcome. She emerges, following the boy. The battle's already ended. The giant who once protected her disappears, his eyes fixed on her. Wind blows through the clearing, as if signaling that the conflict has ended. That's cool. But the figure is all that's left in her vision. The battle has ended. Using his own power, the boy fought against his own death and won. The girl keeps staring at his back. He will never turn around and look back again. He's released a shroud and defeated the giant. His figure looks heroic and powerful. There's no doubt left in him now. He cast away all agonies when he released the cloth and used projection.
Shiro.
The girl keeps watching him, filled with sorrow. His body looks like someone else's now. It's a foolish and sacred end with no return. And I resume breathing. Was I not breathing that entire time? Well, okay. Well, that's fun. Okay, well, I feel as though if we have a time bomb lit, we should probably make haste, yeah? My left arm burns and I ache all over. I'm surprised it didn't give me a choice to say, like, no, I'm not taking it off and, like, get a bad end or something. I'm actually surprised. That seemed like the typical place for that. Snakes with electricity are in my body, wriggling around like mad. I can't stay standing. Quickly. I have to quickly cover my left arm with the cloth and escape this pain, or the time limit will come. But I can't do that. Suppressing my left arm and resting. Comes after defeating her.
Saber.
I endure my pain and stare at her, so I won't lose spirit. Oh, hey Saber. Maybe she's been following Berserker all along. She slowly comes closer to me, as if resuming the giant's task. 7 meters. Saber stops once I'm with me. Oh my goodness. Saber stops once I am within range. We face each other straight on. I'll be killed. Yeah, that's what happens when you die. After my fight with Berserker, I cannot move anymore. I'll be cut in two without being able to fight back. No, even if I were in perfect shape, I wouldn't be able to beat Saber. I can't project anything stronger than her noble phantasm. There's no competition. To beat Saber, I need an appropriate user to use his noble phantasm and to equal her noble phantasm. How about hers? We have seen it used before. She did use it on Berserker. There's a contradiction already. Saber's noble phantasm is the strongest. There may be heroic spirit whose noble phantasms exceed her, but there are no such people in this Holy Grail war. If anything can beat Saber, it'll be her own sword. Therefore, a contradiction. Saber's the strongest servant in this battle. Sakura did have an extraordinary amount of magical energy, but even Sakura won't be able to defeat Saber. Saber's literally invincible now that she's released from me, and has a great source of magical energy.
無駄なことを。あなたではさくらは救えないと忠告した結果がそれか。
There is no emotion in her voice. That's the signal. She mercilessly comes to take my life. So what? I cannot be killed here. I can't lose even against Saber. I may not be able to beat her, but I should be able to escape with Ilya.
だが幸運だな。自滅する者に関わっている場合ではなくなった。さくらが私を呼んでいる。
Is she bluffing? Sakura explicitly said not to kill him, right? Saber turns around and walks off. I suppose she's not technically lying about them, yeah?
いや、運ではなく、自らの手で勝ち取った成果か。あなたはバーサーカーを倒した。その決意が、この結果を引き寄せたのだから。
You weirdly jump between criticizing me and praising me. Saber leaves without turning around. I cannot call out to her. She's my enemy. But that's the reason I'll thankfully accept the fact that she spared my life. I'm covered in wounds, leaving me nothing to spare. I step on my pain and turn my back to Saber. I have to leave the forest with Ilya. Saber's not my only enemy. Even if I do separate Sakura from the shadow, Zoken will get in our way. Well, good news about that one. I know what happened and what's going to happen to my body. I can project 3 more times at most. No, even projecting once is dangerous if I don't want any physical defects. I can't fight Zoken and Assassin in this condition. There'll be no point, and my body explodes after I beat them. Then I should keep my last projection to keep my promise with Saka. then there's still hope even after I die.
シロ
Oh. Can I actually put the shroud back on? I hear Ili's voice from somewhere.
ああ、今は少しでも早く森を出よう。セイバーの、いや、サクラの気が変わったら、今度こそ逃げきれない。
I can't see Ilia. My heart's thumping loudly, jumping around inside my skull. Oh, that's a little out of place. A little itty bitty out of place. Interlude back to Sakura Kodamine? Ooh, yes, Kodamine. Purification by the Holy Wood. The priest's exorcism disperses Mato-Zokin's spiritual body. Only 2 figures remain. One is Kodamine Kirei, leaning against a wall with the wounds all over his body, his cloak red with blood. The other is the masked assassin, bound to a tree by the black keys.
完全に魔術師殿を消したな、大公者。あれが虫の集まりだと知っていたのか。
He turns to the voice. Assassin is no longer there. The only things on the tree are the black keys and a small trace of blood.
あれとは長い付き合いでな。虫を触媒にしてこちらに干渉する霊体だと知っていた。故に肉体をちぎったところで効果はない。殺すのなら跡形もなく肉体をすりつぶすか、貴様のように霊体そのものに攻撃するか。なるほど。人間にしては強いくくりでとどまっていた魔術師殿だが、経典による聖言には弱かろう。悪霊払いとはよく言ったものだ。魔頭造剣にとって貴様は天敵だったということか。
The priest doesn't answer, but checks on his wounded body. The bleeding has stopped? Well, that was quick. He's out of weapons, but he suffered no fatal wounds. And his strength should return once he rests for a few minutes.
それでどうするのだ、アサシン。お前のマスターは消えた。魔力提供がなくなったお前ならば、私の聖言でも十分に通用するが。だろうな。この体はじき消える。新しいマスターを得なければ、この森に漂う浮遊霊と大差はない。この身は一日を待たず下級霊に落ち、この世から消えるだろう。そうだ。マスターのいないサーバントであらば、私でも傷は与えられる。それでどうなのだ。主の敵討ちをするか、アサシン。それほど推挙ではない。魔術師殿は慢心によって敗北した。私の落ち度とは思えぬ。
He had a part to play in it. He certainly didn't help that much, if at all.
思えぬが、合点のいかぬことがある。それを聞かねば収まりがつかん。ザバーニーヤの不成功か。シャイタンより譲り受けた腕と見たが、ザバーニーヤの名を冠する以上、私に効き目はない。
What?
それは人を罰するものゆえ、同種の存在を呪えるものではない。すでに人のものではない私の心臓は、呪いにはめっぽう強いのだ。やはり貴様の心臓はあの娘と同じだった。
Which girl? Sakura? Ilia? I suppose that would be technically the same conceptually, right? Did Kodamine do something of a similar nature to himself? I wonder. As what Amato did to Sakura.
貴様、すでに汚染されていたな。
Maybe that's really why he's so obsessed with the wheel inside. And basically coming up with whatever reason to try to justify it. The priest does not answer. He merely smiles ironically.
だが、 だとしてもなぜ知っていた？貴様の行動は私の腕が効かない。と貴様は初めから私に宝具を使わせるつもりでいたな。そうだな。お前の腕は知っていたぞ、アサシン。対象の心臓と全く同じ偶像を作り、反響存在とすることで実像の心臓とすり替える呪いの腕。私のサーバットはその腕によって破れたのだ。では貴様は？ああ、見ていたとも。奴が生き絶える瞬間までな。知っていたのは当然だろう。ランサーを倒した時点でお前の失態は決まっていた。確かにこれは失態だ。
See, it was your fault. Assassin tut-tuts and self-deprecation. Tut-tuts? Well, that's not a real word, is it? Slang, maybe. His hostility disappears at the same time. He must be satisfied with the answer as he quickly retreats.
次の契約者を探しに行ったか。大方。次の雇用主は的を桜といったところだが。
Really? I was like convinced you'd try to. But that's not a problem for the priest. It's fine as long as Mato Zoken doesn't kill Mato Sakura. Zoken's wish is immortality. He can achieve his wish by having Sakura's body turned into the Holy Grail. The curse on the Holy Grail will not hatch if the old man is alive. It's meaningless if Sakura becomes his tool. She needs to remain a master. Because...
そう、お前には永遠にない。主は生まれながら欠落しておる。
He gets dizzy. It must be because of the fatigue and loss of blood. The priest leans against the wall and closes his eyes. We're getting another... Okay. It all happened 10 years ago. Defective from birth, the man did everything he could after accepting that fact. He couldn't understand morals but had common sense, so his teenage years were spent trying to overcome his defects. But it never happened. The man's purgatories and sufferings were entirely useless. I know multiple people were like, man, you should go back and rewatch Fate Zero, presumably after this. Presumably based on my comments about like what I vaguely remember about Kodamine. Presumably based on the comments about what I vaguely remember of Kodamine from Fate Zero, which makes me feel as though, oh, okay, well, I was either entirely wrong, or had like a very key thing wrong, or did not remember like maybe the most important point, potentially the most important point from this as well. The man's purgatories and sufferings were entirely useless. Perhaps I'll remember it like I have other things as we actually go through the reveals here. It'll make me, it'll remind me of things like it has in the past. And his final attempt was a woman? Wait, what? It's a simple story. Every human wishes to love one of the opposite sex, have a family, and die peacefully. Even if one may detest the peace, one can only dream about it. And this man is no exception. He wished for such a thing even though he felt no fascination in it. He loved a woman trying to earn ordinary happiness. The man chose a woman with no future. She was terminally ill, only expected to live for a few years. Did he choose her because of that, or was that his only choice? He still doesn't know. Their life together lasted for about 2 years. The man tried to love the woman. The woman tried to love the man. He did love him. And even had his child? Whoa, 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 what? But the result didn't change. Wait. That's a key thing. What? It was because the man deprived his happiness from the woman suffering and the child's despair. Whoa, whoa, Where's this child? I don't remember anything even remotely like making me think that he had a fucking kid. Ever. What? The more he tried to love, the more suffering, their suffering saved him. The contradiction didn't make the man suffer. He doesn't even know if he suffered. But the more the woman tried to hear him, the more he wanted to see her grieve. Well, that sounds healthy. The woman was a saint. She's sickly, but she was still a saint for him. It need not be said how faithful she was, or how deeply she understood his anger. That's why the man was in despair. No human will ever understand him. No human will ever understand him and try to heal him to her degree. And this woman still could not fill the void within him. Then there's no need to live and question right and wrong. He was born defective. His birth was some kind of mistake. He concluded that if his existence was a mistake, it was best to disappear, and he went to bid goodbye to the woman before he died. He made her his wife as an experiment, so it's natural. It's his natural duty to go tell her of his ends. The woman loved Kodamine. Kodamine tried to love the woman. That's all there is to this story. The end came relatively quickly. Damn, you legitimately want to see her grieve, don't you? That's all the man said, in the room made of stone. The dying woman smiled. She was unable to stand up, because her body was now just composed of just skin and bones. Maybe. With a smile, she took her own life as she married a fucking priest in a religion that is really, really against suicide. There was no way to stop her. Stopping her was meaningless. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to do in her situation, but you know, the whole religious factor. Was he? You know what? I'm not even sure if he was properly. I know he was very religious probably at the time still, given the nature of his family, but... Whew! I'm not sure if he was a priest yet. There's no way to stop her, and stopping her was meaningless. The woman had a fatal disease. She would die eventually. He knew that when he chose her. The woman covered in blood looked up at the man and smiled. He was not crying, of course. It's just that the woman saw it that way. The woman used her death to prove to him that he could love, and that he deserved to live. The man silently left the room and broke away from the teachings of God. Okay. Wait. This is not a new, like, cloud scene, is it? Do you sort of see, like, there's like a face in it? Like a mouth, nose, eye, I guess scarred eye. Sort of looks like a face. I wonder if that's on purpose. Sorry. This is probably not what you were imagining I'd react to at this point. Yes, he certainly felt sad. But not because she died. The man at that time thought... I don't know how anyone can understand this person. Wow. Oh my goodness, Koda. He grieved over losing the chance to enjoy her death. It happened long ago. He can't remember her voice or her face. You know? The fact that he did not enjoy her death probably, you know. He's blaming it on her taking her own life, but... I'm just saying, maybe he really did love her. Maybe that's the only way he could express that. By the lack of joy in something that he would normally find joyful. He can't remember her voice or her face. But sometimes he thinks. And I think that's a justification. And I could be wrong. It's just, I guess, my fleeting grasp to understand what the fuck this guy's about. I think that is probably more him trying to rationalize why he didn't enjoy it. Like, he's enjoyed other things. Like, oh no, it's because I didn't do it. Okay, no, that makes sense, right? And I could be wrong, but is that for his pleasure, or is it grief over wanting to kill the one he loved with his own hands? Maybe. He cuts off his thought process whenever the answer flickers in his head. It's something that should be hidden forever. The woman's death was meaningless. Oh, the answer of, the one he loved. I'm just realizing that he sort of admitted that through that thought process, yeah. The woman's death was meaningless. Her devotion couldn't change him. But the man didn't want to consider her death to be worthless. Another sign that he might have loved her. So, he stopped searching for answers. It all happened long ago. The memory of the man who feeds on others' misfortunes. The man later meets his nemesis, Emiya Kritsugu, a magus that cast away what the man might have wanted. He opens his eyes. Seems he fell asleep, really. He checks his condition, starts to walk to catch up to Emiya Shiro, and...
いいえ、どこにも行けない。だって、あなたはここで死ぬんだもの。
He's interrupted by a very familiar sounding girl. Ooh, you look different. She is completely changed. Her black outfit is her shadow. It actually still looks sort of cloth-like, not shadow-like. I suppose the shadow never really did look much like a shadow or any sort of being. I'm almost surprised she doesn't have like a gown of like, you know what was like covering Berserker? That would be interesting. Her at the moment though just sort of looks. It's interesting, but I wonder if it'll develop even more. She's covering her body with her own dark magical energy. The amount and presence of her magical energy is beyond human capabilities. She's at the same level as pure heroic spirits, the counter guardians.
完全に汚染されたな、マトウ・サクラ。体だけではない。精神まであの呪いに同調しなければ、そこまでの変貌はない。認めたな。自分が怪物なのだと。開き直ったというわけだ。
You know, her hair is basically white now, isn't it? With the red eyes. Sort of like Ilya. And the part in her is from like Ilya's mother thing. Technically mother, I don't even remember if that's technically true, but still. From her mother. I wonder if she's taking on her characteristics. Even though the priest wished for it, he still criticizes the girl. As if to blame her for being intoxicated with her power.
そう。自分の力に酔うのはいけませんか。けど、きっと仕方のないことなんですよ。これ、もっとみんなが優しかったら、私だってもう少しぐらい我慢したと思うんです。
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But just blame everyone else. That's gonna go well.
ほう。我慢とは何をかな。
自分をですよ。神父さん。こうなってやっと認められました。私、この世界が嫌いなんです。私を捨てた遠坂の家。私とは何もかも違う。何不自由なく生きてきた姉さん。怖いおじいさまとかわいそうな兄さん。私の痛みも知らず平穏に過ごす街並み。そういうのが今はすごく許せないです。
Okay, she's gone properly insane. Got it.
これが八つ当たりだって理解しています。 けど悪いことだって分かっていても思ってしまうんです。
So you don't even agree with your own logic, but you're still saying you think it's logical? Nah.
そう今まで私を助けてくれなかった全てに私を思い知らせてあげたらどんな顔するのかって。
The girl smiles as if it's a sacred pleasure. The priest doesn't change his expression. He keeps staring at the girl as if regarding something foul.
変わったな、的をさくら。なるほど。その闇も適合するための素質だったというわけか。
ええ、変わりました。私は今までの的をさくらじゃない。あんな弱い子はもういないの。そう今までみんな私を苦しめてきたんだもの。その仕返しに私がみんなを苦しめてあげるだけ。ただ耐えているだけの私はとっくに消えたわ。
I guess it's more that she understands what she's doing, but she's choosing to be petty, essentially, and embrace the pettiness. She laughs. Double personality. The original Mato Sakura disappeared, and the other personality has surfaced. That's the only logical reason for her change. Well. You could also say that maybe the darkness and the power has intensified certain aspects of her personality that were relatively dormant or things that she would never have admitted, but sometimes occasionally wanted, or there's also the whole aspect of a whole nother will being involved in this, so I don't know. What?
何を言う。隠す必要などないぞ、的をさくら。
The priest quickly denies it.
何をですか。
隠す必要などないと言った。お前は別人格などではない。泥に飲まれ暴力に酔うお前もまた的をさくらだ。異なる人格を用意し、的をさくらは悪くないなどと言い訳をする必要はない。
Her face stiffens. So is that the only way she'd be able to accept what happened? The idea that everything that happened to her just, it forced her into this change and she can't help it. Oh, I'm a victim. My ruthlessness is, it's not my fault, so I'm just gonna embrace it because, someone else did this to me. That sort of thing. So that's really what's going on with her? He is absolutely right. The girl grits her teeth and glares back at the priest.
何よ。あなたが私をこうしたくせに。
The girl's shadow reacts to her hateful voice. Yes, Kodamine, you want to die. A blazing infringement. The shadow covers the ground in an instant.
否定はせん。私がお前を生かしたのは、あれのマスターを続けさせるためだ。その期待に応え、お前は見事アベンジャーを誕生させようとしている。
Man, if Iron Man just flies out of her, I don't even know what I'll do.
私ではできなかったことを、お前は難なくやってのけたのだ。
Who would win in a battle, Iron Man or Assassin?
難なくなんかじゃない。私がどれだけ苦しかったのか、今もどれだけ苦しいのか知りもしないで。
知らんし、知る必要もない。小娘の恨み事を聞くほど酔狂ではないのでな。
そうですね。私も知ってほしいなんて思わない。そんな簡単に同情なんてされてやらない。私はこれから一方的に思い知らせる立場なんですから。
She smiles cruelly. The priest retreats without any hesitation. He quickly backs away, like when he captured Mato Zogen. The priest retreats with one jump. She may have vast magical energy, but she is still inexperienced. She has no experience with battle, and she's unskilled as a magus. It's easy for him to retreat.
バカな人。逃げられると思うの。
She smiles. Priest falls to the ground at that instant. He rolls down. He falls to the ground coughing up blood. It does not stop. He can't stop coughing up blood every time he tries to breathe. It wells up in his throat.
どうですか？心臓をわしづかみにされた感想は。どこにいようと、あなたの命は私の手の上なんですよ。
Are you trying to recruit him?
神父さん、あなたはもう10年前に死んでいた。ヘミやキリズクに心臓を撃ち抜かれて死んだんです。
That's it. That's it.
それでも生きてこれた理由はただ一つ。
That's what people said I should rewatch Fate 04. That's it, definitely. I don't remember it, but yes, that is definitely it.
あなたは誰だったかな。この前食べたサーバントさんなんですけど、まあ名前なんていいですよね。
Gilgamesh is just such a Bond player in this. It's hilarious.
あの金色の人が聖杯の中身を浴びて、まずあれとつながった。けどあの人は汚染できなくて、あれはマスターであるあなたに流れていったんですよね。
Huh. Interesting.
そうしてあなたは蘇生した。アベンジャー、アンリマユから魔力を供給されることで一命を取り留めたんです。
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
そうか。では今のは。
This is you controlling the contents of the Holy Grail?
はい。あなたはアンリマユとつながっている。けどアンリマユはもう私でしょ。
Is well, okay? Is I remind you with the will inside the Holy Grail, or is it the shadow? Or okay, you know what? She's I remind you. Fine. She's I remind you. Whatever. That is what it is. Fine. She said it. I'll go with it for now.
だから潰してあげたんです。今まであなたを生かしていたかりそめの心臓を壊しました。お望みなら中身を全部潰してあげましょうか。私の手はあなたがどこにいようとその中身を引きずり出せるんですから。
She raises her hand. How can she say, if you want? Well, if he doesn't have the heart anymore, I'm just gonna say, well, maybe it doesn't matter if she does any of the rest of that to the other organs. The girl has no intention of keeping him alive. No matter how much he may beg for his life, she'll laugh as she kills him. He'll give her back his fake life. Because it's hers, or maybe she can reproduce the heart in some way. Even if it's just a speck next to her total magical energy, there's no reason for her to let the priest keep it.
さよなら。私を生かしてくれたことだけは感謝しますね。
She grabs her slender fingers together as if to twist apart. An invisible Tao. A crushing sound. The priest's body squeezed like a rag. One more twist. The priest will die in the next second. But right before that, Echo ends the episode on a cliffhanger. Drive safely, everyone.